Alright, so I just took this over to my sink and just scrubbed on these a little while and got them clean. Now you'll notice that the longer you let this set with your Kafitza or PuroCaf Ernex with your cleanser, the less work it will be to clean those off. So sometimes you want to let that soak a good hour, and that way everything just rinses right off of there. But you want to get these really clean and shiny, clear like that. You want to be careful trying to get that O-ring. I just had to do a little first aid, put a little band-aid on my finger because I jammed a screwdriver into it as I was trying to remove that rubber gasket. So be careful how you do that. That can be tricky to get out if it's really been in there a long time and is stuck up in there pretty good. Okay, so we've got all these little parts clean. We've scrubbed out the group head area with our brush and gotten all the loose gunk, everything we can get out with the brush there. So now we're ready to reassemble this and put this back together. And the way to do that is actually to put the wider part of this is tapered a little bit. You'll be able to see this bottom side is a little more narrow. And so you put the big end of it up, and then the bigger screen will fit right up into it. And the smaller screen that has a more narrow hole there, that will be the one on the outside here. You'll be able to tell how these screens fit together. Both of them should have the rim kind of turned upwards. So they're both going to have the rim kind of turning upwards. And then be sure the one with the smaller hole, and that's this one right here, that one should be on the bottom so that the screw head doesn't go through it. So you put those together. They fit nice and snug there. Now we're going to put this right back up. You can just kind of hand tighten that. I've got the fresh group head gasket up in there, so that's been replaced. And now I'm going to use our little wrench here to tighten this. And you just do it hand tight. You don't really crank that extra tight because when the machine heats up, the metal expands and it gets super tight. So you want to be careful not to over tighten it when the machine is cool. Just sort of hand tight. And that's how you clean out your shower screens, your group head assembly. And that should probably be done about once a month, once every 2 months, again, depending on usage. But if you take those little screens off and you peel them apart and look and they're filled with espresso gunk, then you know it's time to clean those out. Also, a good indicator of when it's time to clean your portafilter, and your machine should be back flushed, and we'll show you that in another video. But you should be able to pop out your filter basket, and if you have a bottomless portafilter like this one, it doesn't have the spout attachment, it's just the bare filter, then this one's easier to keep clean. But if you have the one with the spout on it, you're going to want to take the basket out of there and clean that occasionally. Alright, so we'll do the portafilter and the back flushing in another video. Stay tuned for that.